Oh,
Oh, today I was attending a certain company's party with a friend, and there I ran into my friend and ex-girlfriend, Kana.
what are you doing here?
I was invited by this guy here. I point next to me towards Kazuki. Kazuki politely greeted Kana.
Well, I guess a person like you could never come here on your own.
What about you? What are you doing here?
I'm currently going out with the son from A Corporation.
The son from A Corporation. So she's probably talking about Ryota. He is an only child after all. As I was remembering my friend, who I hadn't seen in a while, Kana laughed at me.
But good for you having a friend that has connections. Thanks to him, you were able to get a glimpse of a more elegant way of life. You used to only wear cheap mass-produced clothing, so this must be very foreign to you.
Huh? The one who let out a surprise reaction wasn't me, but it was Kazuki. So you're Rand's ex-girlfriend, right?
Yes, I did get confused as he was smart and kind, but really, isn't marriage about money?
Well then you should have broken up with him, don't you think?
Oh, why do you say that?
He's the son of the major clothing brand that came out with those low-cost styles that you were making fun of earlier.
Huh? No way!
It's true, right Ren? The clothing there is cheap, but the profit is insane. I'm so jealous. Oh, stop it. I smile awkwardly at Kazuki's teasing words. Meanwhile, Kana is standing there stunned.
But that's a bigger company than the one my current boyfriend is from.
But that doesn't matter to you now, does it? Let's go, Kazuki. Sure. From there, I distanced myself away from Kana and enjoyed the rest of the party. An hour later...
Hey.
Kana? Right. As I was leaving the bathroom, Kana wrapped her arms around mine. She was blatantly pushing her breast onto my arm and looking up at me.
Hey, I actually want us to get back together. You took good care of me while we were together, right?
Please let me go. I don't want to be with anyone who's just after my money. I forcefully pull my arm away and quickly leave. Was that too mean? I guess I had to get Kana to give up on me. It's rude to Ryota otherwise as well.
Hey, wait a minute. I really still...
Be careful. I guess she was only looking at me and Kana bumped into the waitress. I catch the waitress at the last second.
Oh, shoot.
Kana quickly left as she was gathering attention from the other partygoers. I focused on the lady I had just helped back up. Are you okay?
Yes?
She looked down and then she looked at me as if she had something to say to me. What is it?
No, well, I know I'm overstepping my boundaries, but telling a lady that had mustered up the courage to confess to you that she's just after your money, I feel bad for her. Shouldn't you be more of a gentleman?
She said as she bowed down and left. Be a gentleman. I said that out of consideration, but I guess she misunderstood me. I was pretty hurt from being hated by a woman I had just met. I ended up leaving just after that. And a few days later, I was visiting a company with my father that we have close ties with.
I know you already understand, but K-Corp is a very important company to us. Don't do anything silly.
I know, Dad. As we entered the meeting room...
Oh.
Huh? The pretty woman standing next to the K-Corp CEP was the woman I caught at the party the other day.
Oh, I see you already know each other. This is my daughter.
I see. I met her by accident the other day at a party. I didn't get a chance to introduce myself then.
Ah, I see. I suppose I never had the chance to introduce her to you, as she is currently with another company. Well, I do plan to eventually have her come back to our company, so I hope you two get along.
Yes, sir. I nod, but Reno looks away awkwardly. I feel awkward too. But for some reason, our fathers left, leaving us two alone in the room.
I had no idea that the awful guy from the other day was the son of F Corp.
Reno gives me a dirty look. My face flinches. You too? I had no idea you were the daughter of K-Corp. So, is being a waitress a part-time job?
Yes, well, I was just there in place of my friend though.
Your friend?
My friend, who has the job, wasn't feeling well. But your reputation at work is ruined if you don't show up last minute, so...
Ah, I see. I can't help but giggle at her words. Reno glares at me.
Why are you laughing?
Oh, no. I just thought you are a really nice girl.
Are you making fun of me?
No way. I denied the accusation. but Reno's still glaring at me. I feel like my image is getting worse and worse in her head. I quietly sighed to myself. Our fathers finally returned.
Oh, it looks like you two have gotten along well.
What made you think that? I say to myself. I'm sure Reno thought the same thing, but there was no way to confirm that. So I just look over at her and smile.
Haha, I guess you get along as you're both young. How about you two go out for a meal after this? We'll go out on our own as well. How about it? That's a great idea. Ren, make sure to properly escort her.
Yes. There was no way I could decline. My voice cracked, but I managed to respond. I sneak a peek at Reno. Reno was forcing a smile as well. And 30 minutes later, we were standing in the town after nightfall. I got off the taxi at a random location, but it was really awkward as there was no conversation. Do you have anywhere you want to go?
I don't care. Anywhere is fine.
Oh, okay.
Just to let you know, this is just a polite gesture. It's only for business purposes. Just because we're going out for a meal at night doesn't mean there's any further meaning to all of this.
Of course. Reno, clearly annoyed. I quickly nod and seemed a little less tense. Does she think I'm some kind of player because of my horrible first impression? I felt kind of sad thinking that, but I took a deep breath and I confirmed that we can get a seat at one of my favorite restaurants. I'm relieved that it looks like we can make it in. Okay, I was able to make a reservation, so I guess we should get going.
Sure.
We start walking, still, with no conversation. Then, hey! A woman walking ahead of us just had her bag stolen. I start running and chase the thief, and I land a jump kick on the man.
Oh!
Calm down! Using my arm and legs, I pin the man down, and with my free hand, I call the police. And 20 minutes later, the man was taken away by the police.
Wow, Ren, I didn't know you were so athletic. And your insight was great as well. You took down the culprit, and you still kept your cool enough to call the police. It was amazing. I was kind of impressed.
Thanks. Reno let out a smile for the first time this evening. To me, her smile made her look like she was glowing. The stark difference makes her look extra cute. If this continues, this meal might not be so bad after all. Or so I thought, until I heard some devastating news from the police. I'm sorry, Reno. I need to go in for some questioning, and it's probably going to take a while. So I don't think we could go out for dinner tonight.
I see, but don't worry about it. Thanks to you, that woman was saved, and you look pretty cool doing so too.
Reno smiles again, and my face feels warmer seeing her smile.
Okay, so let's set up something for another time.
Oh, sure. We exchange numbers, and we part ways. And a few weeks later, after a few back and forth messages, I think that Reno and I have gotten a little closer. We never run out of things to talk about when we walk together.
Lunch was great today. You know so many nice restaurants.
Well, eating it pretty much like a hobby to me.
Me too. Please do take me out to new places I haven't been to before.
Of course!
I'm
Reno was walking beside me, stopped abruptly. What's wrong?
That woman that's walking towards us. Isn't she the woman from the party?
You're right.
Hey, who are you? Why are you walking with Ren? I'm planning on going out with him, you know?
I told you already that...
What do you mean by planning on going out with him?
Ryota, the last person I wanted hearing this, walked out of the nearby building.
Hey, Kana, what do you mean by that? You want to go out with Ren?
Well,
I told you off specifically so it wouldn't end up like this.
Huh?
Reno looked at me surprised as she heard my words. Kana, Ryota, and I are best friends. We ended up going to different schools due to our parents' views, but we were always close.
No way!
I didn't want to believe the rumors that you date people for their money, but I guess it was true. I can't be with you anymore. Our engagement ends today.
Ryota leaves, looking like he was on the verge of tears. Kana hurries to chase after him. I hope Ryota is going to be okay.
Give him a call later.
Reno gently pats my shoulder.
Hey, so dumping her saying that she was a gold digger was really for your friend Ryota?
Yeah, you might think that was cruel, but at the time, I thought that I had to say something harsh to get her to understand.
I didn't know. I'm sorry for the misunderstanding.
No problem. It looks like it's been cleared up now, I said as Reno made a concerned frown.
The more I get to know you, the bad image of you goes away. The more I get to know you, the better you look in my eyes.
Huh? I look over at Reno, and Reno gives a playful smile.
Hey, are you single by any chance? Do you currently have a girlfriend?
I don't, but
Good. I'm single now too.
she says as she starts walking. I hurry to catch up to her. Hey, what was that supposed to mean?
It means that I want to go on a date with you again.
She said as she smiled at me.